The initial phase was taking the original in-game character data, working that data into a form that's friendly for both digital sculpting and rapid prototyping. Once we've worked our way through and have segmented the model up for build, the pieces are individually rapid prototyped on our Eden object. It takes our 3D models that have been data prepped and it builds them physically. After the RPs are out of the machine, they go into the hands of a traditional sculptor. Cleaning up the rapid prototypes and creating a glassy surface is really important before these items go to mold. We have to make sure that they look fantastic before we even consider pulling a mold off of them. Once the pieces have been cleaned, fitted, and assembled, then the items go into our mold shop. Molding is comprised of building a box around the finished part and then pouring silicone rubber around the master positive inside of the box. After the rubber kicks off, we'll remove the box around the outside of the piece, cut the original out of the mold, and what you're left with is a negative mold made of silicone rubber, into which you would pour resin, or plastic rather, to get our parts. We'll then pour resin copies. These resin copies are individually cleaned and then fitted with the other parts of the arm. And then we're going into our paint shop. Once the item is physically where we need it to be, it's time for the painters to begin their process of determining what elements need to be water decals, looking very carefully at the provided reference to make sure that we get a good representation of what this arm looks like. After everything is painted, the final steps are an automotive clear coat, which gives it the really, really wet, kind of candy look. For a piece such as this, it's very important to have that light reflecting off of it, because in game, the piece is very shiny, so we did our best to emulate that shiny look. After all these steps are completed, the cyber arm gets put inside of its custom-made plexiglass display case, and its nameplate gets set alongside the arm so that visitors can look at the arm and imagine it a real cybernetic prosthesis that they might perhaps put on themselves.